Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Rob back with the first week with the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now, what I want to say that I've been enjoying the first week with the phone, trying to get used to it. I did put my main SIM in the phone, so I'm going to really commit to using this Galaxy S25 Ultra with my main phone number as my main phone for the next few months. Usually, when I do pick up a Galaxy device, I kind of put my business SIM card in it and use it as a secondary device. But this time I decided to commit fully to the Galaxy experience. Now, I am going to break my ecosystem a little bit because I do use a lot of Apple products, and the iPhone was an important part of my ecosystem as far as being a content creator and making content using the iPhone as a way to airdrop B-roll and other photos that I was taking. Now, I did pick up the S25 Ultra in the online exclusive jet black titanium colorway. I did pick up the 512 gigabyte variant. So I'm looking forward to maybe taking a lot of photos and videos with this and pretty much making content with the phone itself, maybe as a B-roll camera. Now, a lot of things that are pretty similar to the S24 is from the software standpoint. You do have AI involved. It is for a limited time before it goes behind a paywall, but nobody really knows the price of what it's going to cost to use the Gemini AI after the trial period is done. Now, there are some issues with the phone that a lot of people don't like. One of the main issues is losing Bluetooth functionality with the S Pen. I do agree that they shouldn't have taken that away, but there are a lot of people out there saying they don't use the S Pen. I really don't think that a lot of decisions should be made based on that. I really think once you introduce something new, something that's somewhat innovative, just leave it there and allow it to grow organically and allow people to either find a useful way for that technology instead of just giving them what turns out to be a couple of year trial period with that type of functionality. Now, a lot of people really don't like the wedge shape of the phone. And to me, I kind of somewhat like the new and improved look of it. It's more rounded in comparison to the last year's version, the S24 Ultra. But at the same time, I wish it was more rounded, pretty similar to the Pixel 9 Pro XL. I think that would have added, it would have been a little bit more forgiving design where people would be criticizing the actual boxy look of the phone. But to me, any type of improvement in the corner is a much needed improvement when it comes to this phone. Another like love-hate type of issue a lot of people are having is with the floating look of the actual camera bezels on the back, the camera sensor itself. Now, far as from looks, it's a very nice look, aesthetically clean. It adds to the phone. I like the black trim around the camera sensors. It makes everything look really cool, sleek, and minimal. But with that floating look that the camera sensor has to the back of the phone, people are worried about things like lint and other particles getting caught under the camera sensors itself. And after looking at that Jerry Riggs video where he used a razor blade to dislodge the trim around the camera sensor, tend to have people worrying about the actual quality and the actual fit of those sensors around that bezel around those camera sensors. Now, Samsung has this new pill briefing at the bottom of the phone. I think it's like their version of Dynamic Island. I kind of wish they can improve that and maybe offer more apps to be used with that. Right now, it's a somewhat limiting list of features that can be built that you can use with that pill down at the bottom. So hopefully a software update will allow more apps to be used with that, because right now it really doesn't provide much needed information other than maybe the weather. But other than that, the news aggregator that they provide with that little pill at the bottom really doesn't do anything for me as far as offering me anything that I need. Now, at one point, I was listening to the speakers on this S25 Ultra, and I kind of thought it was a little bit low as far as it sounds in comparison to the S24 Ultra. So I ran a speaker test to compare the speakers on the S24 Ultra and the S25. If you're interested in seeing that test, I did make a video, and I will leave a link for that right here in the description of this video. So check that out to see how that speaker test turned out. But overall, like I said, the speakers were pretty good. I'm satisfied with it, and I'm pretty much going to be using earbuds the majority of the time. But there is times where I don't use earbuds. I just pretty much just listen directly from the phone. Now, the smaller bezels on the display makes the phone look a lot sleeker, and it adds to the slimming effect of the look of the phone. And it seems to be a much more pocketable phone in comparison to last year's phone. So that small bezel, is a much needed design aesthetic look that I can appreciate. The non-reflective display is also an improvement in comparison to last year's, which had like this gray hazy look to it. But now with the new reflective screen on the S25 Ultra, it looks a lot better, and the reflection is less noticeable than it was in the S24 Ultra. Now, I really haven't spent, like I said, a lot of time with this phone. I'm going to pretty much go over it and probably give you a long-term review later on. But like I said, right now, if I have to make an assessment, the thing is that this phone is very close to the S24 Ultra. It's pretty much the same thing, software experience. Only thing that's different is just the actual build of the phone. And basically, that's pretty much the only advancement you're going to probably see in comparison to the 25 and 24 Ultra. Software is going to be the same. The software experience is going to be the same. As far as the AI that's built into this is, like I said, going to go behind a paywall in 6 months. So it's not really a rush to go out to buy a phone for features that's only going to be around for a short period of time. So like I said, you're pretty much having the same experience of last year's phone. But if you're a person who hasn't bought a Galaxy phone in 3 or 4 years, this would be a welcome upgrade if you're willing to spend that cash. But again, some of you may go out and look for a 24 Ultra and save yourself an additional $400 or $500. So again, like I said, I like the phone myself. I'm a techie. I like the latest and greatest. And again, I'm really enjoying this phone right now. And again, I'm going to make this like my main phone for a while. And I'm going to give you a more in-depth, long-term review coming up real soon. Now, be on the lookout for my tips and tricks videos I'm going to have coming out later on. And if you like this video, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll catch everybody in the next video. I'm out.